Investors around the world are always trying to figure out what is the inflection point of a business, meaning when is it really ready to take off and grow? When are things proven? When is there the right amount of momentum? But it's not so late that the valuation is out of sight. And Maria, you've made an entire investment thesis around this, identifying the inflection point and investing wisely against it. What do you think are the core characteristics of an inflection point?
Yeah, so that's the multi-million-dollar question, I guess.
Or billion or trillion.
Billion or trillion, ideally. So I think, our focus has been around companies that have met product market fit. And what product market fit means for us is they've launched at least one product, have enough early customer or partner revenue to really indicate that product market fit. And really that means looks like they can scalably meet the customer journey in a cost-effective manner. And we can see that exponentially growing into the future.
And so when you think about those facets of it, obviously different industries and different businesses have that happen at different cycles of the business evolution, and different amounts of investment are required. So how do you triangulate and narrow into, okay, this is the right moment for this business in this industry?
So if it's, obviously a pure sort of SaaS software model, probably a little less capital than perhaps a medical device. So a medical device, we'd actually want to see likely regulatory approval, or at least they've done that before. So we're, really de-risking, does this technology actually work? And is there a market here today?
What's your investment horizon beyond that initial investment?
Yeah, beyond that initial investment, I would say anywhere from 5 to 7 years. Because it does still take a while. We tend to overestimate how quickly the scalability happens, and there might be pivots along the way. So that is also another indication of an inflection point. Perhaps those companies started out with an initial thesis on a market, but failed, but then finally figured it out. They've pivoted either the vertical they're going after or their product in some way, and then they've hit the right customer value prop. And then finally figured it out. And those situations tend to also present good value.
And the product market fit can evolve as the customer evolves and then the customer journey evolves.
Absolutely.
So how do you step in and help founders, CEOs at those moments when it's clear that a pivot is necessary?
I think that's the benefit of being not in it day to day. We can step back, and having seen this sort of cycle with other companies we invested in, that certainly has helped. We also have a network of what we call venture partners that have been there, done that, entrepreneurs that have been through a whole bunch of different customer journeys, and can also have vertical market expertise.
5 and 7 years, and then you're looking for a big exit event. What do you think is the prospects of the cycle now for venture capital? Valuations have been high for a long time.
We all hope that it's kind of at a peak right now in terms of valuations, and that we see sort of a return to normalcy. But I think we've all been saying that for some time. I think the good thing is innovation happens and continues no matter what the cycle is. The challenge is for us and for entrepreneurs everywhere to really not get caught up in the hype. And when there is a shakeout, sometimes those are the best companies get built in those times. We see that after the first tech bubble bursting and even after the financial crisis. So those companies have had to make do with less. They've really had to be disciplined about their cash burn, and certainly have shown resilience.
And so from where we are today, Maria, what's the future roadmap for PenderFund?
Well, we're excited. We're fundraising ourselves, and in particular, we're excited about the health tech market in North America. There are actually not a lot of investors focusing in on that area, and we think today is the right time in North America. We think it's on the cusp of sort of the convergence of data and technology, and really being pushed now by people like you and I, not waiting for the systems, the payers, the government, or even practitioners to make the medical decisions for us. We really want to be proactive and preventative about our health,